We're just going for a dog walk, and I thought I would practice with my new gimbal, and just the beginning is being a bit of a pain, but anyway, let's see how it goes. Come on in. So it's been about 3 weeks since I recorded a video. Time flies, and I have stuck to the fasting plan, although I have now settled into a routine of 16 to 18 hours fasting, which usually around 7 p.m. rather, till midday the next day. Sometimes it's a little bit earlier, sometimes it's a bit later, depending on what I'm doing. I have also been quite diligent about recording what I've been eating. If you watched my last video, you would have seen that I was very disappointed to lose only 1 pound after losing quite a bit of weight in the very first week. Stuck with it, and in the third week I lost 2 pounds. So that spurred me on a little bit. So in total, I had then lost 11 pounds in 3 weeks. However, in the next 2 weeks, I didn't lose any weight, which was more than disappointing. And in that time, I diligently wrote down what I ate, and I've been using, funny this way, I've been using MyFitnessPal, which is an app that's been going for a long time, to record what I was eating. And I'm generally eating somewhere between 800 calories to 1200 calories every day, which would be considered a fairly strict diet. I've been on diets before when they said to stick to 1500 calories. I've been on other diets where they say 800 calories. I've been on fasting diets where I fasted 2 days per week and just ate normally for the other 5. So this time around, I thought fasting would just work again for me, and it just isn't. There are a couple of medical differences between then and now, because that was 14 years ago. Whoa, time flies. Medical issues. I've got a couple of injuries which are not particularly weight related. I have a torn meniscus in my right knee. I have an arthritis set in, so now I take daily medication for the pain and for the inflammation. I have good days and I have bad days. The biggest problem I've got is affecting my ability to be on a fasting program is the lack of a gallbladder. I had gallstones. If you have ever experienced that in your life, or you know someone, it is excruciating pain. It's like being stabbed in the back between your shoulders 1,000,000 times over. It's truly agonising. Right, I'm no medical expert, so if you are and you know more than me and you think I've got it wrong, then let me know, because I'm just going to tell you what I think. So your liver produces bile, the gallbladder then controls how much bile is delivered to your stomach and helps you digest your food. If you take that away, all they're doing is they are bypassing the gallbladder. So you still get the hit of bile from your liver into your stomach, but this time it's not controlled. This time it's just going to be a constant feed, and that is the problem, because what happens is that as soon as you have something to eat, that food hits your stomach. You've got so much bile in your stomach that it has a devastating effect, and what happens is that you will not necessarily digest that food. It's going to rush through your body, and that's what happens with me. So that made me make the decision that I would no longer fast for longer than 18 hours max. And if I can, I'm not going to fast for more than 16 hours. And with my calorie deficiency, I should be losing weight. Except I'm not. So this is my 6th week. And once again, for the 3rd week in a row, I have not lost any weight. And in fact, the scales this morning said that I had gained weight, which I don't believe. I think that's just an anomaly of the time of day that I weighed myself. Obviously, we also retain water, and I do have issues with my knee, which gets very inflamed. The tablets don't seem to do anything at all. So maybe that's another part of it. And I'm really not sure what to do next. So this is the University of Otago sports grounds. A little bit empty at the moment because the students are going home for Christmas, which is, I don't know, what is Christmas? 6 weeks away? This is 5 weeks away? Obviously in New Zealand here, it's summer. So Christmas is quite different from the ones that I had when I was young, when we would just stay indoors and huddle around a gas fire. And in New Zealand, people are more likely to be on the beach or get the barbecue out, or both. And back to the camper van. Because I've started using an app, MyFitnessPal, which I think I mentioned earlier, and I've used it for many years in the past, that will give me a nutritional breakdown. And I have glanced occasionally, and I do seem to be using the correct proportions of carbohydrate, fat and proteins. But that would be my next option, is to actually look at whether I can increase the proteins, reduce the carbohydrate and fats. I haven't eaten, which is usually my nemesis, chocolate for the full 6 weeks. I haven't eaten any cakes. I've eaten some fruit. I haven't eaten normal bread for quite a long time. I have eaten rice cakes if I have something like that for lunch, usually with some tuna, cottage cheese. I went shopping a couple of weekends ago, and I don't know what got into me. Maybe I was just having a bad day because I hadn't lost any weight. But I bought a packet of McVitie's chocolate biscuits. Wasn't tempted by them. And then I had a really bad day at work. Well, I should say a really bad morning at work. I ate every single biscuit. And even when I had eaten half the packet and I was no longer interested in eating any more, I carried on. And that is probably one of my biggest bad habits when it comes to over snacking. I'm not going to give up. Oh my goodness me, this is a big journey. I have felt better for losing the 11 pounds, so I do know it's worth it. However, my ultimate goal now, right this minute, is to get to that 14 pounds, which is 1 stone in old money. Haven't got a clue what it is in kilograms. Right, so I'm going to swap the video around, and I'm just going to give you a little van tour, if that's of any interest. If you want more van stuff, please let me know. So here we go. I'll try. So she is a 1986 Japanese-built Toyota Hiace, and she was, I think the engine's 2 litres, so she's a bit slow on the hills. She was imported into New Zealand in 1992 and then converted into a camper van. As you can see, there is a pop-up roof, so when you push that from up in the inside, and then the side walls are made out of canvas, and considering it's pretty old, it's actually in excellent condition. The little hole that you see there, that's actually for fresh water, because there is a tank just underneath there that holds the fresh water. I must admit, I don't use it for drinking. I just use it for using things in the sink. Inside the van, the bed, as you can see, is actually at the front behind the driver's and passenger seats. And inside here, just on the left, is a fridge. There is a gas cooker and a grill, and then you can just about see my kettle there, and there's a sink there. Maybe I can get a bit closer and have a look. There is quite a big sink there, and I just keep my bowls in a bucket. I have 2 cupboards. When I'm camping, I keep clothes in one, and some my devices and gadgets, and like lights, a radio, and then in this one, in the tall cupboard, is actually my toilet, and then toiletries, cleaning equipment, and you can see there I just keep a camping chair. The bag has got my raincoat in it. I've got a bin, curtains for the bow window. And then if we come round here, some of you might find my bed set up a little bit odd, but I have a child's guard, I think that's what you call it, and that stops my dog from falling between the gap between the bed and the door. When I first got the dog, she slipped down there, and that wasn't very pleasant, and it was horrific for me. I was driving and it was horrific for her because she got stuck, and thankfully she wasn't injured, but it was awful. And then, as you can see, I keep the curtains closed on one side of the van, and that keeps Bonnie nice and cool. And then you can just see the folding roof canvas, just concertinas between the chassis of the van and the roof. Yes, it is a little bit messy, but I camp with a dog. That can't be helped. There are lots of blankets, my duvet, her bed, pillows. You need to be comfy when you go camping. So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen on this week. I really haven't figured it out. Maybe that's part of my problem, is I just don't really figure out the week. But we need to find a place to have a coffee and do some shopping and buy some dog food. That's probably the most important thing to do this week. And I will see you again next week. Bye for now. Ka kite.